All right, Libra, happy new moon. Okay, moving right along here. Oh my goodness. Beautiful cards that came up here. Honesty and balance. Okay, up and foremost with our soul's journey deck, which talks about what we need to work on within ourselves. Okay, but also what's coming up, right? This is a forecast. Beautiful color of violet or purple, which means the crown chakra, and working this out within your head. Okay, is what I'm getting. A lot of perception here coming up, but mostly misperceptions, right? When it comes to honesty, and what you want is balance and harmony, right? With the honesty card, it says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So, something's going on, right? Something's going on. Up and foremost, the message here is be honest, right? Be honest about your situation, be honest to others in a situation, and transparent, okay? Because even if they may not be honest with you, they may not be telling you the truth, uh, expect that from yourself, right? That gives you that respect, right? Self-respect, okay? So there may be a situation here where somebody's not being honest. If it's you, the Soul's Journeys card is saying, open your eyes, right? Especially if there's a situation here that you're not really seeing clearly, and now be honest about the situation, right? Period. Friends, family, partners, job, your life, right? Uh, but it also has a message here that maybe somebody's not telling the truth on a situation, but you can definitely be that person to tell them the truth, right? And be honest, right? Uh, so a little bit more on honesty. That was intuitively right. What I picked up, but these are new. This is a new deck, right? So I gotta make sure that I get a little bit more on this. The only time you must be absolutely truthful is when you are addressing yourself, Libra. You must at all times present yourself authentically to those around you. Only by being yourself do you draw in the people and circumstances that you most need to learn from. Being truthful with others is a slippery slope, right? You're expected to tell and expect to be told white lies. No one wants their feelings hurt, but sometimes a strong dose of reality is needed. So you may have to speak your truth in a situation, even if it hurts their feelings. No one can tell you definitely in what circumstances an untruth would be better. But honestly, honesty is usually the best policy. You and only you know in your heart when the right time is to be totally honest, okay? For balance, I bring a state of perfect harmony in the world, and I do so without judgment. So, one of the things that's going to bring this balance into your life is being honest with yourself and others, right? The other thing here is that you have to make sure that you do not judge a book by its cover only, right? Because there's so much more inside that book, right? So stay away from judging situations or others, okay, to bring that harmony and that balance into your life. The other thing is you may be experiencing some judgment or think. There may be a perception here, right? That somebody is not being completely honest with you, and they're being judgmental, right? There's not a balance here in the situation. Friendship, co-workers, family, life, partner, right? But I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment, right? So let's see. Balance. Balance, balance, balance. That's you, huh? That's you and the scales. Balancing the scales. Balance means bringing a sense of stability and wholeness into every area of your life. That's what you want. Many times when you look at a situation objectively, you will resonate with one side more than the other. Try not to view either as a good or a bad thing. Simply recognize that it is. The true nature of the scales of balance is to give both sides of a situation your equitable, objective, okay, perspective. It can be difficult to understand the side that you don't relate to, but that is a lesson in itself. So, what this is also, the message here also is that you may get involved in a situation that you may have to look out from the outside, right? You may not even be able to relate to it, but you're going to have to look at it from the outside and make a decision that is balanced, right? Make a decision on a situation that is what do you call it, which is justice, right? Or justified is what I'm getting right now. What it is, what is it about you that prevents you from giving both sides of the coin your non-judgmental assessment, right? So you may have to take judgment out of the situation and look at the situation completely as if you are detached from it, separated from it, so that you can see it clearly, right? This situation or person has been placed in your path to teach you that everyone has or his own unique, authentic life story, and you must put yourself in that person's shoes to really understand his or her motivation. Balance is a godly virtue, and if it is struck, you will reap the benefits of insight and compassion. So you may need compassion in a situation. You may need to put yourself in that person's shoes because you've never been in that person's shoes, and you're judging at the moment solely based on your experience, right? What you've gone through, and you're not looking at it objectively, right? So there may be a situation that you're being called for to look at objectively and without being judgmental, all right? In order to gain something from it, is what I got from that as well. Gain some compassion, some understanding, okay? In realizing that not everybody is walking in your shoes and vice versa, right? So there we go. Beautiful messages there. Spiritual path, it may be connected. This honesty, this balance, the non-judgmental situations here, the walking in someone else's shoes may have to do with your spiritual path. Being truthful, right? Transparent. Your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you. There you go with the truth, which prompts you to make necessary life changes that have to do with your spiritual path. Okay, so be honest with yourself, be honest with others, okay? And do so without judgment, okay? Or do not worry about others judging you if they can't put themselves in your shoes, right? They can't turn around and understand why you're choosing this path or why you're doing what you're doing. This is another message that's coming in, okay? You may have to turn around and say, cut your losses on that, right? And follow your spiritual path anyways. This is all about self-love, and I think that you've come to this point, Libra, where you're done. You're done going along with everybody else. You're done thinking that, I don't want to do this because I don't want to be judged. I don't want to say this because I'm going to be judged. I think you're starting to think about yourself and the fact that you want balance in your life. You want that harmony, right? And it starts with following your own path, right? It starts with being honest with yourself, right? It starts with seeing things without judging them, right? Maybe somebody's judging you. Maybe you've been not doing what you want for yourself because you're worried about everybody else, and it's time to speak your truth, right? Self-love is involved here. You're finally maybe realizing that you're more important than everything else right now. If you don't take care of your avatar, your vessel, we are a vessel, guys, right? If we don't take care of us, and that's not only in the physical, right? Eating, drinking, right? Doing the right things, right? Drinking your water, eating your vegetables, eating right, and what have you. But you do need to take care of yourself that way too. Getting our sleep and what have you. But if we don't take care of yourself emotionally, and you don't put yourself first, you're always giving everybody else, and you're out of energy. You don't have enough mana for yourself, energy for yourself, because you've given it away to everybody else. And some of these people don't even care, right? They expect it like they're entitled to it, right? But who's giving you love, right? Who's taking care of you? Who's watering you? right? Who's giving you sunshine? That's up to you, right? And I think you're coming to a point in your life where you're realizing that you are very important to yourself, and you cannot be there for others if you can't take care of yourself first and do the things that make you happy as well. Um, if you're happy with yourself, then you'll be happy doing for others, right? Now is the time to love, nurture, and heal yourself. You may need healing mentally, physically, right? Self love is not simply a state of mind about feeling good. Oh, I love myself, I feel good. No, it's a state of appreciation for yourself and who you are that grows and matures from actions that you take to support your mind, body, and soul. A plant, okay, you've got to first find the right soil for it. Then you got to put your seeds in there. Then you got to water them. You got to make sure this plant is in the sun, is getting water. You can't walk away from it and neglect it for a week because the plant starts to die. You got to keep on, keep on, keep on. As long as you want this plant to grow, you got to keep on taking care of it. There's never a point that you stop taking care of this plant, right? Unless you're done with it. That's how our bodies, that's our vessels, that's our soul, our mind, right? We can't walk away from it and go and do everything else for everyone else and not take care of it. If you want it to wither away, it will wither away, right? Because you stop taking care of it. So it's time to take care of you, love yourself, put yourself first, okay? Water that plant, okay? Something's going on in love, and that may be why this is happening, right? Honesty is needed, non-judgmental, finding balance, right? Self-love, right? Following your own path, speaking your truth may have to do with a relationship, okay? If you're not in a relationship and you're talking to somebody, don't get yourself caught in being this chaser. The chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues, always chasing this person around. You may be in a relationship where somebody's always chasing you, and it's time to be honest, right? Time to have a talk, right? But it's an unhealthy codependency because this person's afraid of being by themselves, right? Being abandoned by the other person, all right? Addictions are coming up, which is unhealthy as well. Addicted to the person, addictions, like real addictions, whether it's alcohol, drugs, right? Addicted to that person, too much into that person's life and living even their lives and not living your own, which goes back to self-love, right? Codependent twice here. Obsession, possession, right? Controlling. Has a blockage here. Restraint. The person looks tired, right? Look at them with that chain and that heart. The love is not even making them feel good anymore, Libra. Are you doing this to somebody else, right? It's time to be honest with yourself and look, right? Are you doing this to somebody else? Making them feel like this love is a ball and chain. In this case, the heart and the chain, right? But a ball and chain type situation. Too inserted in somebody's life. They're too inserted in yours. They're not living their own. They're addicted. They may have addictions as well that are affecting your love life, okay? Or it may be you. Only you're going to know, Libra, what addictions these are that are affecting your love life. And this person just looks wore out. Rode hard and put up wet, right? That's something we say over here in Texas. But the heart, the ball and chain here, the heart and chain is becoming very heavy at this point, right? And then, of course, there's the chaser, right? Chasing in a codependent relationship because somebody's afraid of being abandoned. Time for self-love, right? Time for honesty. Have the talk, speak your truth, follow your purpose, your path, love yourself. All right, Libra, thank you for watching.